village in Fort Worth, Texas. And this time we're gonna just walk you through how we set it up.
Not even close to the end, it's just beginning. Life is getting lighter while the days are getting brighter, yeah. And it's so good, I won't even worry anymore. Took all my cares, still can kick them all out the door. Go on and try, come and tell me what you're waiting for. Move and keep them going till your life is overflowing, yeah.
So basically first my dad plugs in the electrical line.
Okay, so the electrical line goes into this side of the Airstream. And what I usually do is I actually keep the electrical line back here in the back. So a lot of people keep their like dump stuff back here, but I actually really like this for my electrical line because it goes in and out. It's the last thing that I do. It fits really nicely in here along with the wheel chocks. So actually, Nick, go get the wheel chocks for us. Go get 2 of the wheel chocks.
Here, you got them.
Nick likes to help with the wheel chocks. All right, so step 1 is we usually like to make sure that the amps are off, and we plug in both this piece right here into our 50 amp as well as the piece over there. Once they're both plugged in, at that point we'll go ahead and flip the breakers on, and then we're going to go into the Airstream and we're going to turn on the AC. Now, one of the things I like to do when we turn on the AC is I like to make sure that I only turn on one unit at a time, which means I actually have to turn off one unit at a time. So right here, when I come in here, it's usually off. All I got to do is hold that on, it'll turn on, and then I turn it to zone 2, and I like to turn on either, it doesn't matter, zone 1 or zone 2. In our vehicle, the zone 2 is the one closer to the front of the truck. So now that that's been running for a little bit, I'm going to go ahead and switch to zone 1. You can see that that one's off, and I'm going to hit mode, turn it to cool. I also like to make sure my settings are slightly off in temperature, and that just makes it so that everything will you know, not try to carry the same amount of energy for the ACs at the same time. So that gets my ACs going.
Now
cool stuff down. That's the first step that we like to take, is get the AC going. So some of the locations will also have cable. We don't actually watch a lot of cable, so I don't ever get too worried about that. But if I wanted to, I could connect that right here to the satellite or cable service that they have, or if I wanted to run my own satellite. Like I said, I don't use that, so let's see if they actually have that here. Yeah, I don't see a cable line, but there usually would be something near this area if there is anything. Yes.
Second step is to get the stairs. And the third step is we like to do sometimes put these yellow things down. Nick already put the wheel chocks on these ones, but we like to put these down. Sometimes it's like this, or sometimes it's one.
But what is it for?
It's for if one's like slanted more than the other, and we can higher it up. So it's
How do you know which way it goes?
well, the easiest way. Okay, this is try 2. My dad just didn't record the whole thing I just did, so I have to do it. Okay, so we have 2 levelers. One for if the trailer is slanted right or left, and then this one, they can't see me. This one is for up and down, which is we use when we are done with this and we level it out, which we'll show you that on whatever step that is. Basically, you can get these somewhere, or you can buy them. We got 2 for those reasons. And on to step 4. Step 4 is the wheel chocks. So as you could see when we did step 3, you already saw if we put them on that side. And basically, my dad, we like to put them in the inside instead of the outside. Hey, don't put mine in. That's yours. So you just put them in. And some people use a hammer, but you use this. That is step.
That's good, Nick. Good job.
You don't even really. On to step 5. And you basically put the part of the tools that help hitch up. We put in here. We put the awning stick. We also put I don't know what you call this, but that's what we
Stabilizing jacks.
And then we also put the electrical cord in there. So I got. Basically, you find your little hole and then you pull it out. Then you just let that go and then you use your hand. This one is different from all the other ones. You just attach that. This is the hard part. You have to kind of like you can't just let go right now because if you let go, so basically sometimes what happens if when you do this one, sometimes it'll be up there and then when you pull it goes far back enough to get stuck right here. So when you get that one in place, you have to go back and fix this one, and sometimes it could go on for a little while. Okay, so these two are the same. These two, you have these little hooks. And all you have to do is reach up there and take a hold, or you don't even have to. Basically, so this one's different. These ones are. You just pull back, grab the thing. I don't like to drop it because I try not to because I have to grab it. And so I try to hang on to it while I am working it. This one I'll do the put it in there. And you twist it open. On fire. Step 6. I'm gonna need more hands after step 5. Or after step 6. Fire! Step 6. This one is kind of long. So this is open, so I don't really care to move anything off it when doing it. I just, since I'm small enough, I'll get it. So the first step to unhitching it, it like goes backwards. Like you start from the first thing and you hitch it up, and then you actually start from the last thing and unhitch it. So basically, okay, so it might not be good lighting, but sorry, but if it is. So basically right here is the first emergency brake. So all you have to do is, instead of one of those clips, they want to make it more stronger, so it's a twist. So you have to twist it, and then a little hole starts coming out, and then you can just slide it through. And what it does is when it detaches all this, which is, I don't get how that's going to happen, but just in case, it pulls on this, which breaks it because of that. Okay, so we just basically slide it down there. And then for the easier part, it's kind of hard to put in when you first start it, but it's easy to pull out. And then we slide this over there. I got the same thing. Now for the chains. Oh yes, this is the clip one. You just have to pull on it, and Nick's going to help me on the other side. Pull on it and then go under it, and then put it onto here. And just the tip, make sure the chains are crossing, so it just helps it. Okay, next step is the bars. First, what you want to do is you want to unclip this thing like that, and pull it out this side. Then you re-clip it. Basically, now you can just unattach it, and if it doesn't, that one will pull up. But sometimes you have to adjust this thing if it doesn't. So the other side, see how they're not budging yet? The other side is, this got pulled back, so I can't take this out. So I have to make this be able to budge. Since we have that problem, we have to go straight away to putting it down. So we have some blocks that we like to use. And we usually grab 2 yellow blocks, stick them right under here. Then we like to unhitch it and pull it out. This is the really messy. And then we like to put it. Is this the lowest? Okay, so we like to put it on the highest setting, basically the highest one of these, so we can raise it a bit. Okay, there, now it's pushing on it and it's raising. Got it. So make sure you're putting this one, the straight one, through it. So basically now you're gonna need to be strong. Not very strong, but they don't look heavy. But then you just slide it out. I like to put kind of grab one of them, grab all the pieces, so the other one's easier. Then I was talking about all the stuff. We put that here. This is what I meant. This and I came. I'm gonna get you tired. Okay, now I'm so slow. And unhitch this here, which is when you swear the keys. When I was talking about dirty, this. But so we basically unlocked it because it can take a little bit to unlock them. We only have a little bit more time. And basically, this took me a while to get. You pull this way, and then, oh gosh, that didn't work. And then you have to pull it up. It's really hard. But where isn't this working? Okay, we'll be back in a second. This is why it takes a while to remember. I'm too high on the ball, so I need to lower it. Since it was the ball. So the ball, this is the ball, this is the hitch. So it's connected, so it wants to get out when it can. So it was like this, so we couldn't unhitch it, but when we lowered it, it was pushing on it, so then it connected, so we could get it out then. So now we can, then we hire it. Which will be back because we don't want to lose it. Okay, now it's high, so now we can close it and re-lock it, which will take a little bit. So my dad will pull the truck forward, and then we'll finish the rest of it when we get back. Daddy? Okay, so after all that hard work, we just had the sewer line left, but right now we're gonna extend it so it's even.
That was good.
So My dad said it looks good, and we'll be back with the sewer lines. Bye. I forgot one step. Step 7, putting the things down. I like to do them manually instead of with the drill. And there, when it gets tight, you know you're done. And my dad said we might go to the pool later. And that's basically, the last time we came, we were in the lot next beside us, which was right by the pool. So we're just one lot away from the pool. And so, and also we've been to this park. That's why I was saying we were right next to this lot. And so, my mom went on a date with her friends and stuff. It was just the boys.
She went on a date with just the boys?
No, she went on a date, so it's just the boys.
Oh, gotcha. So make sure.
And so look how dirty I am from all that stuff. So, guess I'll wash off in the pool. Hope that's okay with you guys if you're watching this. Okay, so we're basically done.
What does that do?
So basically it helps keep it up. Because if it's, basically it would be only the wheels and the front thing if we didn't have these. Always want to put it down the first thing you want to do is put it down when you you want to put it, the last thing you want to do is put them down when you are staying somewhere, and then the first thing you want to do is higher them, right? When you're going.
Because what happens if you adjust the jack?
Because if you're like lowering it, hiring it, it could break it. So that wouldn't be good. So we lost her. Okay, so basically we lost a really good piece, which my dad helped you buy a new one. Basically you hook it up right here, and you just turn this on infinitely. And you have, it goes down, and then there's 2 spouts, and you can turn those on and off, and then you connect your water line to one of them, and then your flushing line to the other one. So you can just, so you don't have to switch one, and then you have to turn it off when you don't want it on and stuff. So it makes life so much easier. But we have to do this the hard way since we left it at not last time, and not the last time after that, but the last time after that, if that makes sense. So basically, with all the stuff that's going to be with the clean water is going to be in here, and all the kind of gray, black water stuff, like the pipe, the rest is in here. So, open that one, and then we can go that one. I was editing some of the videos, and I'm like, whoa, we look really weird back then when we don't know anything. But now we know quite a lot, so we get this out, but we don't need it. So get yeah, that's a lot of stuff for just some hoses stuff. All the yucky stuff in here, which is the gloves that are dirty. Oh gosh. Over here. And then we'll see what's this. This is not the box. This one. Dad. Thanks for interrupting our video. So that's heavy. I don't know need any help. So we have 2 hoses that we use. So we changed our minds, but my dad's not going to hook up the flusher yet. We're not going to do all that yet. So we're going to hook up our water one. So we're gonna use the short one. We have a short one, which is all white. Then we have the longer one, which is white with blue. That's right there. Yeah, I got an assistant. So this end goes this way. So then you're like, wait, which one goes in which one? I don't know. But the one that says city water, make sure it's not portable water, because that will go in your freshwater tank, which will fill it up in the amps. Okay, so you just twist it open. Plug that in, Ben. I told you to plug that in. There. Oh. Okay, so we're gonna tighten it. Wait. Oh, I'm doing that wrong. I did it wrong. I was doing lefty-loosey the whole time, and then I did righty-tighty a bit. So don't do it too tight on this or else. Ben's plugging that in. I just want to show you something. For some reason it's not working. Got it. Dad. Okay, so real quick, but Ben, you can do the honors. Lefty. So left is. So now the water's going. Yep. So as you could saw in episode 9, I'm just guessing because that's what I was thinking. I said there's a little type thing and it said we got a new lid, which is this is the lid we got. This is a little thing that we open to let the air out. We press it in and twist it back on so we can put this in easily. So we don't have to, because we would have to turn it on and try to just, like the last time you saw it, it didn't have this lid, which is, we found out that so we'll just leave it open because he'll do it in a little bit, but that's basically all for right now.
All right, so as you can see here, Airstream's got a nice big long side to it, and so having that awning sets up a lot of shade for you, make it so you can have a nice bit of cooler space. The first step to doing that is I'm going to need the awning tool to open up and get that going. So let's see if we can get that over here. Like I said, we keep everything pretty organized here. Molly's got us all trained really well. Kids are pretty good at putting things back, which is handy. Now, there's two ways to do the awning. There's one way completely by the awning tool, and another way, if you call it the cheater way. First thing you got to do is up here. I'll actually get you up close and personal. And that's the way to do it with the awning hook. Obviously not ideal. Let me show you the cheater man's way. Half the time, when in doubt, get a ladder or box. Makes it a lot easier. Next part's gonna be a little more difficult though, because my awning's actually kind of broken right now. Tyler had it go in a little too quick. So we'll see if I can even get it back out. It's going to be a little bit exciting. So usually there's a little grabber in the middle, but I've got to kind of grab both sides. Because I gotta grab both sides at the same time somehow to get this unhooked. Don't make this mistake. Alright, so if you didn't notice, Now I got a little stick out, a little. Hold on to this one, get all the way over to here, and first step, get these two guys in. Once you got one in, you're pretty safe. Next step is to go ahead and lock out. I like to extend 2 steps on one end. That should get me where I can put my middle bar in. It's gonna be kind of awkward, so I like to put my hand right here, pull this out until it clips. See if we can go one more. It's a little high. I'm gonna go back to that second one. Now the last little trick about the awning that I like to do is have one side be longer than the other. That keeps the water, if it does rain, flowing one direction or the other instead of right over the front. And usually in this case, I would pick whichever is the lower ground, but I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to actually have it be this end since I kind of have the water rolling that way. Alright, well that's setting up your awning. So that's once again a couple quick steps. Always make sure everything's clicked tightly. Number 2, have one end a little bit shorter than the other so the water has one place to go. And number 3, make sure your middle is locked in place. I made that mistake the first night and got a nice little nasty scare in the middle of the night as that thing popped right back up. Oh, and so when you're putting it back in, try to hold on to the hook, the little hook thing as you saw at the beginning there, all the way till it gets up, and that way it's sticking out when you're ready to grab it on the next round. So hopefully that helps and putting up your awning. All right, so the last step here of getting everything set up after the awnings, the wheels, the hitch, the levelers, the water lines is the sewer line. So a lot of times I don't hook this up if I don't have to. Even today I'm kind of on the fence because our black line's at 44, gray's at 44. I could probably last another day or two. All right, so got the gloves on. Next part is how we're gonna handle the camera. Dang, I didn't think about that.
If you like the video, hit subscribe
And hit the thumbs up button too.
all thumbs up.
Thanks for the comment.
And Tess, I think your van has a secret site